I'm scared to watch Netflix at night because I'm scared Kevin Hart is going to sit on my table eating an ice cream cone with no ice cream. Can you imagine that? He's just sitting on the table eating like just a cone. Just... I would hate that. Here is my American accent. Okay, so the economy is down. And that's why Kylie Jenner is good at singing. Rise and shine! Hey, hey, as long as I got my suit and tie! So I tried to order a 2.5 wing snack box from KFC the other day. And the cashier started sorting out the notes in order of how rough it is on his ankle. It turns out my note was the roughest on his ankle, which resulted in him having to say the alphabet in Chinese backwards while also simultaneously making eye contact with 3 people at the same time. While they were preparing my food, I noticed that one of the chefs had Reebok shoes on. He made my order wrong, which ended up in him suing me for a replacement chair leg. As it turns out, the judge took a holiday to Gambia the other day, so I lost the case. After leaving the courtroom, I had to pay the guy 887 rupees, and after that I went to the coffee shop and I met Adam Sandler. He was in there with Shaquille O'Neal trying on his shoes, and I tried to order a cold chocolate. So after using a straw as a telescope to see ants inside of the coffee shop, I decided to go go-karting by myself. Before I got in the go-kart, I put the remaining amount of coffee that I had into the windscreen fliper fluid, but the employee came over and said that they don't have windscreens. So I said, listen here buddy, I use 0 sugar Sprite to clean my clothes. I think I know what I'm doing. 5 seconds later, the guy quit his job to be a professional breather. Actually, I saw on the news that he was actually doing classes. Apparently someone got an F in one of those classes. I don't think it matters. They can go do whatever they like. It doesn't matter if you pass or fail your breathing class. Anyway, we're getting a bit off topic. I was about to get into my car, but I realized I didn't have any wheels. So I went to the restaurant to try and order some loaded nachos, but the employee started doing press-ups on the floor. I went over to the till, looked at him. I looked back at my car, saw the wheels had been replaced. I looked back at the guy and he was vanished. So I put my money inside of the till and I went to go do my laps. Healthy tip for you guys. Driving a car in real life is not the same as GTA. So I had to go back to court. The judge looked at me, said I was guilty, and I got sentenced to 30 seconds in prison. So when I arrived at my cell, I started singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star because I thought that would speed up the time. It turns out my cellmate was the CEO of a record label called Dishwasher Friendly. I had 1 second left in prison. I signed to the label and made 56 albums. And yes, every single song is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but they told me I had to change it up a little bit, so instead of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, I have Twinkle Twinkle, and that's the story of me ordering from KFC. Hey, hey, as long as I got my suit and tie. If I had 0 gravity, I would still sleep with a duvet and socks. So first I woke up, put on my shirt, and then all of a sudden, fumes started coming out of my shirt, which resulted in me having to do the renegade. But I was doing it at such speed that it started to make my house shake, which resulted in my neighbors starting to laugh. They were laughing so loud, I went over to their house, politely asked them if I can have their keys, drove their car into the house. So then after all of that, I then took a 3-kilometer shower in their neighbor's shower, and I just went off to university. So I got on the train and I started to realize that the window was staring at me. So I drop kicked the chair that was in front of me, and what do I find to be on the chair? A person sitting on it. And as it turns out, this was a particular man who had a purple New York Yankee baseball hat. And you know what they say about people who wear purple New York Yankee baseball hats. So I got off at the stop where there is a Tesco, and this Tesco is near my university, and I bought myself 3 lemon juices for £950. I was kind of confused as to why it was that price after paying for them, giving them my money, and then looking at the receipt. But what I didn't realise is that I had 2 grenades and an apricot flavoured orange. So in order to save everyone in the store, I had to throw the apricot flavoured orange at the window. Now, the window didn't break, the orange just hit the window, just stayed there for like, a second or 2, and just slid down slowly, like all the way slowly. And then when I got to the bottom, it hit a pigeon on the head. So I got to uni and everyone was asking me why did I take so long. So I told them this exact story. For some reason, out of nowhere, one of the people I was telling the story to started crying because I didn't explain why I should be careful about people who are wearing purple New York Yankee baseball hats. So I sprayed Lynx Africa in the room and it turned into Lion King, but not like an actual lion, like the Blu-ray DVD Lion King. So we started watching that, but it wasn't actually the Lion King movie. It was literally that person. I'm not gonna say her name. It's a her. Oh no, I've said too much! It wasn't actually the movie, it was just her screaming. Like, it was just her screaming. There was no video, it was just a black screen. She was just screaming. So after 1 hour and 58 minutes, I decided to take it out, put it back in the DVD box, set, clip. I wanna swim. And that is the story of me going to university. Thank you very much for your time. Good night. Or good morning. Good night, girl. I will see you tomorrow. You know when you hit your radiator and you just start to think about why, like, we're actually put on this earth, bro. Imagine, yeah, somebody was in the sea, they were just there swimming, then all of a sudden they started walking. Bruv, are you dumb? You're telling me, no, hold up. I'm holding my whole tripod right now. You're telling me somebody had to invent, oh my days, somebody had to invent this. You're taking the double berry dingle piss, bruv. I ain't having it. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to leave a subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment. And don't forget to leave the house, because you need to get some of that sun. If I get one comment asking me to do this again, I'll headbutt this ball.